Hello friends, hello Tifosi, and welcome to Monza for a very special handicap race. This is a festival of Ferraris as organised by Discord member McFlurry. If you haven't seen our handicap events before, the drivers all have to pick a car of a particular type, in this case Ferraris, as you can see, and then they set a qualifying time, and the time at which they begin the race is determined by that qualifying run. So here Unicorn was the slowest driver in qualifying, and that means that they set off first, and the time between them and the second slowest driver will be when the second slowest driver begins, and hopefully that should give us some great close racing. We haven't got another car away yet because, well, Unicorn isn't driving the fastest Ferrari in the world, but I'm sure any moment now, is Unicorn actually going to get a lap on us before somebody else sets off? That would be a little bit crazy. Oh, we've got some movement. There's Denz. Denz is away. Has a penalty for doing something. Behind Denz we've got Ollie. So now the glorious sound of Ferraris is beginning to fill the air here at Monza. Dos Santos is away. Fabulous. Who's next? Is it going to be Tweetman? I don't know, but we should have some action up ahead as Ollie is attacking Denz for that second place spot. Denz's car sounds fantastic. Oh yeah, Denz going defensive as we go into the chicane. Both drivers making it, which you don't very often see in Gran Turismo 7. Tweetman is away. Well, Tweetman's gone for a very Tweetman car. There it is. Of course, Grandpa's gone for a very Grandpa car. That was my choice. Have some of that. Listen to that as it goes past. Wow. Then Orland. Behind Orland we've got Venture. Venture's got a great livery on that car. Then we've got Mackie. Mackie with a very modern look today. We've got McFlurry in 11th, and at the back, where he deserves to be really, Kevman. So how's it going to play out? Well, we've got Unicorn with a nice big lead. Ollie's made it past Denz, so Ollie is now chasing down Unicorn. We've got Dos Santos chasing down Denz. Probably got some movement in the back here. Let's have a look. Myself there. If you want to come and take part in one of our handicap race events, we do these once a month. All you've got to do is hit up the link in the description below for our Discord to find out when, and that is a big off for Mackie. Kept it pointing in the right direction, but he has lost time to Venture. It's hard to know where to look for the first time we do this. It's hard to know who's going to catch who and when. I think Kevman is still over a lap down, and there's only 6 laps. I know it says 7 laps at the top, but the first lap we use as a formation lap. So this is Kevman unlapping himself, but the last driver to unlap himself. There we go, everyone now on the lead lap. That means the race can begin proper. So there's quite a gaggle of cars here. Mackie's still chasing Venture. Venture chasing Orland just up ahead, and then in the second Lesmo myself. Trying to hunt down Tweetman, who is just up ahead here. So give it time and this will turn into a real big pile of cars. A very Ferrari shaped bundle of chaos. Very early on it looks as though Kevman is catching McFlurry, which probably shouldn't have happened. There might be a little bit of a miscalculation here. Perhaps McFlurry didn't quite do as well with his lap as he thought he'd done. So he's passed by Kevman. McFlurry in trouble. I think Kevman's times and McFlurry's times are going to have to be adjusted. before the final winner-takes-all race. But now Kevman free to attack Mackie. Mackie's a little way up ahead. There he is between the Lesmos. Just ahead of him is Venture. Venture has caught Orland. So can Venture make a clean pass on Orland? Wait and see. They're coming up to Ascari. But Venture's livery is just fabulous. Car looks fantastic. Okay, we're approaching Curve Alboreto. Is this where Venture's going to make the move? He's certainly got a lot of straight line speed, but unfortunately they're all Ferraris, so they've all got a lot of straight line speed. It does look as though Orland's car is perhaps a little bit less sporty than Venture's though. And I think he might be a sitting duck just here on the straight. Oh, there's Venture with a big slipstream. Is he pushing? Is Venture pushing Orland up the straight? No, he's not. He's just not quite got the top end to get past. He's got the acceleration and the slipstream, but he hasn't got the top speed. Is downforce going to be the factor? Where's Orland go? Downforce is definitely the factor because Orland didn't have enough and he's now off to make sandcastles. So Venture was free to attack the Grand Palmobile, but Denz is off. We get a replay of that. This is what happened to Denz. Has he dropped it going into the chicane? Yeah, too much curb, and that's it, he's gone. So that's Denz's chances ruined a little bit in this first race. And here we've got two very classic cars from two very different eras. And it looks like we're about to see the raw power of that Ferrari Le Mans car, which is absolutely gorgeous, and it was a privilege to drive, and it's one of the great things about Gran Turismo, especially since I drove it in VR as well. So it just looked amazing. And we've got an attack against Tweetman. Cidos Santos has just got past Ollie for second. We've got a yellow flag up ahead, so somebody's off. Oh no, that's a big crash. Oh, that was Cidos Santos. Tweetman got away with a slight knock. The Grand Palmobile did not. What did Cidos Santos do? Let's have a look at the replay to find out. He's just going to pass Ollie. Ollie dropped it. Ollie oversteered. Cidos Santos oversteered. I think we call that a racing incident. So this midfield pack now out of sequence and, well, all out of shape as well. Oh, we've got another move of position here. That's Kevman coming through on Mackie. Kevman who started last. And, well, got a little Racing Rivals logo on the side of the car. That's very discreet. And look at Kevman just blasting past everyone. Oh, Kevman. There's not a lot that's going to stand against your horsepower in that car. Up ahead, only Venture, Tweetman and Unicorn stand between Kevman and the top step of the podium here at Monza. Venture's not far away. It is the final lap. Here's Tweetman, who's on the final lap as well, and here's Unicorn. So Unicorn is still leading after all this time on the final lap. Well done, Unicorn. Keep going. You can be a little car that did. A little car that can. But here comes Tweetman to spoil the party, and Venture as well. Unicorn sliding the back end all over the place and getting a 1 second penalty. Oh no. It's that time to Dino. And even Sadatan was getting pushed off quite unceremoniously by Tweetman. Here comes Venture. Venture's through as well to second. Another place lost there for Unicorn. And then Kevman going to ruin everybody's day. Except his own, of course. He's only got to get past Tweetman, and this is Kevman's victory. Well, of course, got to get to the line as well. Oh, Kevman overshooting a little bit to get a penalty for that. don't think he did. Oh, man-on-man action as Kevman gets shoved off the track by Tweetman. Oh, and then blocked. Tweetman so desperate to win this. Look out, Venture's in the background who could still take advantage of this little battle that's going on. It's the final corner. Then nose to tail. Kevman scampering for the line. I think he's done it, don't you? Here we go. Tweetman and Venture with some synchronised handbrake turns across the line. Then the classic Grandpa Mobile. Unicorn did really well to get that car into 5th. Great job. And McFlurry 6th just. Holly 7th. Cido Santos after his accident recovered to 8th. Here he is. Oh, nice handbrake turn. Mackie in 9th. Den's 10th. Of course, Den's also had a big accident, so that's not really reflective of his performance. So at the end of each race, the lap times are taken into account and the start times are adjusted to try and create a closer race. All the drivers have to do is race to the best of their ability, to the times they've been setting, and in theory we should have some good, close racing action. Once again, it's Unicorn who's going to get the nice big head start, but can Unicorn pull that cute little Ferrari to the finish line in 1st place? Let's get to racing and find out. Den's has set off in 2nd place. We've got Ollie in 3rd. Cido Santos setting off in 4th place. Here's Tweetman setting off in 5th. In 6th place is the Grandpa Mobile. Followed closely by Venture and Mackie. Mackie this time starting closer to Venture, and I think Venture starting closer to myself, so the times have been adjusted quite a lot. And then McFlurry, I think McFlurry has had his time adjusted a lot as well. Kevman had to sit on the line and just hope he can start soon. Unicorn's just finished the 1st lap, so Kevman not even started yet. He's going to have a long way to push if he's going to win this 2nd race as well. Mackie's staying right with Venture at the moment. Two very different ideologies in these 2 Ferraris. Mackie getting very close to Ascari. Venture's dropped it. Oh, Venture dropped it under braking and got reset. That's not what we wanted to see. I wanted to see some racing action. Ah, unlucky. Kevman getting past Den's. Of course, that's not position. That's just Kevman unlapping himself. He can set off about the job of catching Unicorn, getting on the lead lap, and then trying to go for the win. Kevman perhaps with the most work to do out of anybody. Kevman now approaching Unicorn. We're going to get to see the speed difference of the 1st and last place cars, and that's going to give you some idea of how these handicap races work. There's Unicorn just up ahead, and there goes Kevman, just like that. So he's now got another 3.5 laps to catch up and overtake Unicorn again for the lead. It's Venture. McFlurry's catching Venture at the moment. Venture out of position because of his accident, so bad times for Venture, unfortunately. He's going to be wanting to just get on with it, keep his head down, get the best position he can. He's out a little bit wide at the moment. Very wide at the moment, in fact. Oh, and gets reset as a result. 2 resets in 1 race. Venture, what is going on with you? Oh, sad times. 2 very different sounding cars, 2 very different looking cars, but they do seem to have the same sort of overall philosophy around them. So this is where Ciros Santos caught Ollie in the first race, and as we get to Curva Grande, that's where the accident happened that really did take both drivers out of contention. Can they get it right this time? It looks very similar. Let's keep our fingers crossed they can both make it. They do both make it this time. No overtake was made though. Got a car backwards up ahead in the chicane. Is that Denz? Again? Yeah, that's Denz. Once again, he's dropped it at the chicane. Both cars there getting through just fine. Here's the move. Ciros Santos jumping up the inside of Ollie. Ollie fighting it hard, but fair. Ciros Santos ultimately through between the Lesmos, so he can head off after Unicorn. Ciros Santos now in second place. In the background here, we've got Denz just being overtaken by Tweetman, and then the Grandpa Mobile coming through as well. So Denz slipping down the order as a result of his little incident at the chicane. Oh, that's a bit too much curb there, Grandpa. What are you doing? Now Tweetman's going to try and dispatch Ollie as quickly as he can to escape the classic Ferrari that's behind him. There's one more lap after this, so everything's coming together. It's all coming up Ferrari. Tweetman up the inside of Ollie. He's made it. As we go onto the straight, I think Tweetman could be a little bit vulnerable here as well to that classic monster. And there we go. That is third place. I'll tell you who we haven't seen. We haven't seen Kevman. So he's having a torrid race apparently. Ciros Santos just up ahead around Curva Grande. Is that classic Ferrari going to be able to pass Ciros Santos and Unicorn before the end of this lap? Well, we needed to get that chicane right, and that wasn't how you do it. That was too much curb. All kinds of battling going on in the background, but this is where we're focused right now. Ciros Santos actually right up behind Unicorn. So these lead cars all bunched up together. There goes Ciros Santos into the lead. Unicorn getting absolutely mugged on the run to Ascari. And that is those ever so rare Grandpa in the lead moments. I'll just take it in and relish it and enjoy it while it happens. And behind we've got Ciros Santos with a penalty. Surely Kevman's just going to, Tweetman is just going to sweep past. Indeed, we've got McFlurry in the background. McFlurry's approaching at high speed. But we're into Alboreto for the last time in the race. Could it be? Is it going to happen? A rare Grandpa victory? It looks like it. There's the checkered flag. Tweetman second, and Ciros Santos. And, Ciros Santos had a penalty, so McFlurry took third. Mackie fifth. Unicorn sixth. Kevman only seventh this time. Ollie in eighth. Denz in ninth. And Venture, is he going to get reset again? Or is he allowed to cross the finish line this time? Because he's had just a terrible race. This time, if everybody drives perfectly, doesn't crash, we should all come together at the end of the race for a titanic battle of Ferrari festivalness. Denz has set off, and Ollie's set off. Here comes Ciros Santos. Did really well in the previous race. Tweetman away! Is Tweetman going to be able to keep that classic Ferrari behind him this time? Well, time will tell, because here it is setting off. And then just behind, Venture's on the move. Hopefully Venture can manage to keep it pointing in the right direction this time on the black stuff and not being reset. Then we have Mackie. We're going to be hoping that Venture does get reset so he's not in the way. Then we've got McFlurry setting off now, and Kevman will set off at some point. Before the race gets underway fully, I just want to say a big thank you and thumbs up to McFlurry for organising these events. He always runs the handicap events. They're always good races, even though they're very complicated to organise. So cheers, McFlurry. Mackie here passing Venture, so it's been done on track this time. Mackie can now go and catch up with the classic Ferrari and hopefully make another pass. This could be Mackie's moment in the sun. In fact, he is in the sun right now. We brake for the chicane, and oh, bit of argy-bargy going on there between Mackie and Venture. All good-natured, all friendly. Oh, but Mackie's carried too much speed into the first Lesmo, and that's kind of ruined his last race. Going to try and find some way of getting this car turned around, get it underway as quickly as possible. But that is, that's a disaster. Ferrari's definitely not designed to be driven through gravel. Well, this is familiar. It's C. Dos Santos and Ollie at Curva Grande. Oh, Ollie drifting to try and keep ahead of C. Dos Santos. Look at the speed difference as they approach the braking zone for the chicane. C. Dos Santos absolutely throws it in. He's on the hunt this time. He wants that win. He got a sniff of it in the previous race. He's going to try and catch up with Denz, who hasn't yet dropped it in the chicane. So Denz is having a better race than he has previously as well. Tweetman now is on the run from the grandpa in the classic car. It appears to be a sitting duck. In fact, he's not a sitting duck. He's flying off the track and going backwards a bit duck. So the Tweetman victory now is well, probably unobtainable. He'll still push. He'll still try to get the best position he can, but that's a shame. We were robbed of a battle there. Speaking of battles, McFlurry not very far behind Venture at the moment. And also Kevman catching Mackie. So there's plenty going on. Kevman should have a great slipstream up here. I think Mackie's going to be a bit of a sitting duck when they get to Curva Grande. Yeah, look at that. Oh, a very cheeky block there from Kevman as well. I don't know if he expected Mackie to come back at him, but I don't think that was a possibility in that particular car. Mackie going very wide. Held it. Ollie's now got a Venture bearing down on him. Venture doing better in this race. Could he win it? Ollie there gets out of the way. I think he's also got McFlurry behind him, so Ollie definitely under pressure at this point. He's not having the best of races. Perhaps that car just not suiting his driving style. Here is McFlurry. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, they touched. Oh, they did touch. McFlurry off, Ollie off. That could have just destroyed McFlurry's chances of a good result. Kevman's just arrived on the scene to take advantage of all the carnage. He's got past Ollie while Ollie was off the track. And he's now bearing down on McFlurry with some speed. Can anything stop Kevman's car? We saw how fast it was in the first race. The times have been tweaked now. This could be it. This could be Kevman winning the big beans. He's got to get on with it because there's only a lap and a half left. Oh, big cut. He gets away with it, but don't do that too many times. McFlurry and Kevman now charging towards Ascari. McFlurry with a penalty, so he has had a cut penalty. Or two by the look of it. Is Kevman going to try and make the pass? Or is he going to wait for McFlurry to serve his penalty? That's the question. I suppose whatever comes first, really. Penalty line just up ahead. And there we go. Kevman through into 7th. C. Dos Santos is about to have a very sexy, very classic grandpa. No, I mean Ferrari. All over him as we go into the braking area for the chicane. And there it is. That's a fairly straightforward pass, I think. Me and that classic Ferrari, we got on so well. We really did. It really matched my driving style. Looks like Tweetman's got some company in the form of Venture, but Venture's got company in the form of Kevman. So this could be a very exciting lap for these three. I think Tweetman and Kevman, sorry, Tweetman and Venture quite closely matched. It could be completely outmatched by the sheer power of Kevman's car. Oh, bit of a nudge there. Venture comes through quite roughly, and Kevman just sweeps between the pair of them. He sees a gap and takes it, says thank you very much, I'll have that if you don't mind. Up at the front, Den's still going well in seconds, like he's figured out the handling of that car, but there's no way he can resist the power of the Grandpa coming through on the last lap. And there up ahead is Unicorn. So it looks as though Unicorn's days are numbered, but of course there's still Kevman coming as well. Kevman could still ruin this party. How far back is he? It's quite a way back, but there are a couple of long straights left where we could see Kevman's straight line speed come into effect. How easy is it going to be to get past this this Ferrari Dino? Well, it's going to be this easy, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's the top end where it really matters. Look in the background, Kevman is approaching. It's all going to come to a head. Here comes Kevman. We've got one more corner after this. The sheer horsepower that Kevman has got to unleash right now goes between second and third place, approaching the final corner. It's the new and advanced versus the old and classic. I'm not just talking about myself and Kevman. It's a dash to the line. Can Kevman apply that horsepower before we get to the checkered flag? No! There's just a split second in it. Old beats new. Den's third, Unicorn fourth, Tito Santos fifth, then McFlurry, and Venture, Tweetman with a penalty, then Mackie and Ollie. But here the two cars have finished so very close together. What a fantastic end to this event. Crikey, what a finish that was. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And I hope you'll come back for more videos in the future. Until then, I want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories. Thank you of course to our Patreons for supporting the channel in their unique way, and to our Discord for taking part in these events. Until next time, be good to yourselves and be good to those around you. Bye bye for now.